Welcome back to Jeff and Keira Build Something.
All right, we're back. What we got going on?
Baby.
It's been a week, and we got to make some changes. That's for sure. And we started.
But honestly, I have to say, I feel so much better because we're taking control of all of the things that need to be taken care of, and it feels really good.
Yeah, back in Montreal, we ran the business, but we ran it. You know, I was there every single day, and I was doing all the hard work. So now it's time that we start getting ourselves behind the bar, in the kitchen, all of these different aspects to the real backbone of this restaurant.
I think what it is that we were giving out too much power to other people and letting them take over our business without us knowing the fundamentals. The point is that we need to know the systems. We need to build the systems because that's what we do. We're relying on other people to make the systems when it's our business. We need to make the systems. We were in full control of our old business because you had built that business since you were 18 years old. So for those who don't know, Jeff started a business when he was 18 years old, cutting grass, doing lawn maintenance in Montreal. And it grew and grew and grew to multiple teams. And we then pivoted to hardscaping. So we did paper installation. So around pools, stairs into houses, anyways, we became experts in our field, and we knew where every shovel was. We knew the cost of everything, all the goods. We were making the orders. We had full control of the business, and I think we were in survival mode opening this place. Relied on a lot of people because we needed to rely on them, and they were very helpful. But we need to go in now and clean
house, tighten up the screws, make everything run like it needs to run in order for us to make the profit that we need.
Yeah, we need to, as my new favorite analogy, or whatever you call that, the boat is leaking and we need to fix the cracks. We had a friend come by and explain to us, now is the perfect time. You get to see, if you're being funded easily, you're not seeing where the leaks are coming from. You're not seeing that you're leaking money everywhere because you're paying your bills and everything's fine. We're making money. We're just spending it all on keeping multiple ingredients that we don't necessarily need in our bar. So we're tightening up. That's why we were here doing trials today, because we need to.
Yeah, we worked on the menu. We worked on some cost analysis.
We had some drinks. We tried some drinks.
Yeah.
To see what can be cut, because
we have to make some cuts. That's the bottom line. I told you in the previous episode that how are we going to survive, and this is how we're going to make the adjustments where it needs to happen with the goods, with staffing, with everything. You clean it all up. Take a little $2 here, $5 there, $20 there. We're now profitable, and we survive. So we did make some changes. One of the main things we did was our menu. We started working on the menu. We said, how are we going to cater to all of the clients?
Our clients, yeah.
Everybody who's in town, not just the tourists that are coming through, the locals who are here.
They want to have a drink and enjoy this beautiful place. Why can't they come here and enjoy it too?
They want to pay $5. So how do you pay $5? You come to our 5 to 8 daily 2 for 1. So our 2 for 1 is $12 for your regular speed rail drinks, but you're getting 2 of them. Yeah. So, at $6 a drink, anybody can have a drink.
And we're not shysting people. Sometimes you go places and they'll put 2 cocktails at the same time, and it's hot here, so it's all melted. So you're chugging these drinks, now they're gross. And you're like, well, it's not worth it.
Or you order 2 drinks and 4 show up at your table.
You're never gonna come back there. So I don't want to do that. I want to be affordable, but not shysty. You got to be fair.
And then how can we afford it? Because we're leveraging that money from higher points in the evening. So we're still selling the proper alcohol. We're not going to get your plastic bottle alcohol. We're still selling you proper label, and at that price, it just brings traffic, and when there's more traffic, more people come. So now the price point, we brought that down, so it's more accessible to everybody.
So we had those prices before, it's just, we didn't have them listed because we're idiots, and we just started this, and we didn't know. We kind of assumed there's a lot more assuming happening when we opened the bar. We didn't put pages in. We wanted to be simplistic and think everybody's going to know that we have rum and coke.
Or we have beer. We didn't even have beer in our menu.
Because we got convinced that, we'll keep it simple. It'll be easier. No. We need less friction. There's friction walking in here. How do I get in here? There's no real entrance to our bar because there's a parking lot in front of us. And the bar next to us gets really packed, and so we don't have space for our clients to see us, and there's no really way to get in. So friction 1. Friction 2, there's not signage really explaining what we do. There's not like tapas or sliders or even tapas. People don't know what tapas is. So what is the alternative? I mean, we're working on the menu to do more sliders, which again, do people know what sliders are? I don't know. A slider is a little sandwich, a little burger, a little yummy thing. A little yummy thing. A little yummy thing.
It's true, but that once again, now you're catering to only North Americans. You know, they are the ones who know what a slider is. A European doesn't know what the hell a slider is.
Exactly. So how do I? We're a sandwich shop. I'm not a sandwich shop.
It's not a sandwich. It's a mini sandwich.
But it's like hot, and it's a slider. I don't know. It's a slider. I don't know how else to call it.
Anyways, there's vegetarian options now. There comes in singles. So at the price point of 3,000 colones, which is about $5-6, you can get a little sandwich, no problem. If you want to try multiple items, you can get the shrimp slider with the brisket slider with the pulled pork, you know, so you can get 3 different ones at the 9,000 colones. So you have that option as well. We've introduced vegetarian options on the sliders as well as the patties, which is like an empanada.
Which we're also changing. We're changing it to empanada because no one knows what a patty is. A few people do, you know, but another friction thing. Why are we explaining things to people? It should be so obvious there's no questions. You know exactly what you want to order when you open our menu, and there's so much language barrier here, another friction, that like we don't need to be stalling because we can't communicate with the client because our menu is too complicated or because our language isn't structured properly. Like before we were in survival mode, now we're in operating mode. We need to figure out how to make everything efficient because right now it's not, and like that's where you're leaking. That's one of the holes in the boat, you know. Efficiency.
Yep. Also,
language barrier.
Catering to the French would be also very wise.
That?
Yeah. There's a lot of French Canadians here. They're coming through like crazy, and they are coming to support my business. But
price point is just not
our
there
price
for them.
point is just too expensive. You know, they're paying $27 for a drink in Canadian money. So
I personally would never pay that for a drink, even if it's this delicious. Like I'm just not going to do it. So how can I make?
But at first they come, they sit down, they want to support, they buy one, and then they disappear. You know, it's not that they don't like us or they don't like our place. It's just it's too expensive for them, and I understand.
Okay, but not just that. Like we assumed people knew. Again, it's so stupid. Why would we assume that people know that we have the whole menu? Like obviously you can order an Aperol Spritz, but we didn't have it written on our menu. So people are coming, opening our menu, looking at, oh, the drinks are 9,000 colones, which is like $27 Canadian, which that's just the premium. It used to be called signature cocktails, and now we're changing it to
It's
premium.
also the first thing that they see too. It needs to be on a separate card or in the back or something like that. They need to see the more affordable things that are 5,500 colones, happy hour, you get 2 of them, or there's 6,000. Or there's 6,000 colones drinks, which is $12.
Which is very normal for our town. It's very fair. It's in all the bars, same price. So I think that's better. It's like, what are we trying to trick people into spending? They get one drink. So we're losing, giving them a drink that's so complicated because people are here to enjoy themselves. We're not in New York City. We're not in Manhattan. We're not in Miami. We're not in Tulum. We don't need insane complicated drinks. They're amazing. They're the best drinks I've ever had, but
maybe they'd stay for a second one if it was cheaper.
Well, they had other options. We're not showing them. So now we are. So now we have a new menu. It's going to be printed soon that explains and shows all of the angles. Whatever your price point is, you can be happy. And I think that's going to really help us.
Yeah. Kind of making some changes in the restaurant?
Everything.
We changed the chef?
Well, we changed the chef. A wonderful local Costa Rican chef.
The previous chef was great. He was a nice guy, but you know he wasn't producing to our needs. So we have to make the changes when we have to make the changes.
So our new chef is a local Costa Rican. We love him. He's elevated the food to another level.
Plating as well.
He's elevated the food at a better cost, a better, more efficient price.
Big time.
He's saving us money. He's more efficient. The food is insanely good. I can't be happier with that. So that's a huge, huge win for this week. I'm really excited to see the development of the menu because it's getting really good.
And he's an all-around player. He can help out in the bar if needed. He can help out on the floor.
Yeah, he's an amazing waiter, amazing chef, and bartender. I don't know how we got so lucky with this guy. And he's a local. He's from here, which is it's the best.
Yeah, and we have some of the employees that are taking some vacations from time coming up. So having him on the team is very helpful as well. Unfortunately, we lost one of our servers. She's going to go work in Europe, so good for her. Good luck. I wish her all the best. And that's it. We just got to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Make the changes where needs to happen. There's some changes have happened already. We're going to make some more.
Well, we've had a lot more local support lately probably a little bit because of the video we posted. People were interested in watching and came to give us advice because they own restaurants and bars, and it's really nice to feel the local support. People like what we're doing, and we are listening to what they're saying, price point wise, and just like our friend said, stop trying to reinvent the wheel. You can't. It's perfect already. Just see what people want, and that's really good advice. We come from Montreal, where the vibe is different, or the expectation from the clients is different. So I think
there's a lot of different niches that you can tap into in a big city like that. Here, it's a small town. You have to just let life take you where it needs to go. Let your path follow where it needs to go for this town. And
because when we opened, it was the end of high season, so we were seeing ballers coming through here from the U.S.
From the U.S. and from Canada.
From the U.S. and from Canada, really rich people coming and spending like crazy. And now we're seeing the spending habits change, and we have to be able to cater to everybody.
Which is now is the time that we see all these problems and we attack them. That's why low season, and it's not as low yet. We're still at medium season. The rain has started a little bit from time to time.
Yeah, we had to run. Oh my God, we were rushing. The first clouds were coming in, and we're like, there's no way it's gonna rain. It's April, it's not gonna rain. Our friend came by, the one who helped us move, and he was like, this is rain. He grew up here. He's like, this is gonna rain. Within like 20 minutes.
We had to pivot all the tables, take up the turf, all the cushions on the chairs.
And he showed up
within minutes.
Showed up with his parents for dinner, and I was like, oh my God, we're rushing around.
And then we're like, okay, so now we have to think of how are we gonna set up for the rain season? What's the new setup gonna be? We don't have the turf. We have to put it away, find a place to store it quick. Then now, how are we going to set up the tables? How is the DJ booth? What's the music entertainment going to be? Are they going to see us at the kiosk? The kiosk is running also. Are we going to still have clients there?
We have cushions on our chairs. Do we tie them up? Do we not tie them up? Do we pull them off? Where do we put them? Where do we store them? We have extra tables.
A lot of details that we hadn't really planned out.
But like everything, we learn in real time because it's the only way to do it when you're an entrepreneur and you're figuring it out for the first time. So.
Year one. It's the first year. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah. It's going good, though. I feel really good and confident with the changes that we're making. I think we were just in such survival mode that it was really tough to see all of the issues. And I feel really like we're putting our gloves on and we're figuring it out. And we have so many ideas. So something fun that's coming up is the kiosk is changing. Going to be opening for a few more hours during the day to offer daytime breakfast treats. We'll just leave it at that.
Not daytime. It's going to be breakfast. It's in the morning. It's coffee and it's breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
It's a cafe, breakfast cafe.
You're supposed to hint at it.
What do you mean? You're saying during the day, la-di-da-di-da.
I'm hinting at the future. You just ruined it. Spoiler alert, we're opening a cafe.
We're developing a menu and we're going to
alert.
have some coffee and breakfast in the morning at our beautiful kiosk.
Oh my God,
we haven't
so
determined
funny.
the time, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Coming soon to a street near you.
I think there's a lot of clientele that want to just pick up a little breakfast sandwich and continue to the beach, or they're on their way to work and they want to just grab something fast.
There's no to-go breakfast that we have found. If you go into a cafe now, they say, oh, I want something to go. They say 45 minutes, sit down, because they're not ready for that. And that's no shade on them. That makes sense, obviously. But coming from North America, we know that's a huge market, and everyone's looking for to-go. You want to go surfing, you want to go do this, you have a shuttle to grab to go somewhere, to the airport. So you need something fast. So
sure, you're going to the airport, the places aren't open. You can't even go get breakfast. So let's say we are open, they can grab a sandwich and go.
Yeah. So I used to work at Second Cup, so it's like the Canadian Starbucks, and that's what we sold, and they were amazing. People loved them. We sold out every single day. They weren't even that good, and we sold out. So like with our chef, like it's going to be amazing. And
we're paying the rent anyways for the spot. Why not utilize it as much as possible?
yeah, we have cold brew from Silva Negra, which is insanely good. We can make amazing drink. I already developed a drink.
Fruit smoothies too, no problem.
Yeah.
We have the fresh fruits in-house.
I really want to get Element electrolytes in there too, because it's so hot here and people are always like dizzy, like oh, like they don't feel good because they're so dehydrated. So I'm going to figure that out.
Yeah,
that's my job. I am obsessed with electrolytes, and I will figure it out. What?
Good.
Yeah, I love electrolytes. If we can get that in there, that'd be good. And there'll be. I have some other surprises, but I don't want to say it out loud because he's going to ruin it.
Little by little.
Poco a poco.
Poco a poco.
I'll learn how to surf too. That's a new thing. I do some deals.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that's where we're at now, and we'll see where we're at next week.
We're figuring it out. We'll be okay.
We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out.
We're figuring it out. Yeah. Planning in the process.
Little by little.
Poco a poco.
Where's he? Is he up there? Zion! All right. See you guys. Talk soon. Cheers.
Can't cheers an empty glass. That's horrible timing.